Power of 9 day 20. Oh, no, I apologize. Day motherfucking 30. And it's hump day. It is the 20th of August, 2025. And it is my power of 9. So, what am I grateful for? Today, I am grateful for my mom for sharing everything that she shared with me relative to my dad and kind of how things went down when I was little and her thoughts. And I think some of her thoughts were the truth, and then also some of her thoughts were her truth. And then I have to kind of decipher what the truth is and how that fits into my story. And I also have to see how her interaction and her role in my story plays out. So, but I'm very grateful that she's here to share those things with me. I love my mom so much. She's just a really good lady, and I am grateful for. I am grateful. Yeah, I'm really grateful for right now. As jacked up as it sounds, I am grateful that my financial situation is as piss poor as it is. Taking it down to this piss poor nature, like I really have some things I've got to get squared away. And it's forcing me to look at it, do some of it, realize it's not as overwhelming as I thought, as is most things. And also, it's given me a deeper, better understanding of what I want to do and what I don't want to do. So I am really grateful that financially I'm struggling a bit, quite a bit, to be perfectly honest. This is quite a bit. And lastly, I am grateful for my pups. They were just in here and climbing on me, loving on me a little bit. And I'm grateful for them, but at the same time, like, all right, it's enough, get the fuck out of here. You're messing up my videos. So, and they also prevent me from going too far into the work and not sticking my head up, because if I don't get these guys to the park and get them out on a daily basis, after a day or two, they start getting fucking wild and tearing shit apart, like chewing on a blanket, pulling the fuzz out. Just, they don't do that all the time. They really do it when they're having a problem with, getting that energy out because I haven't taken them out. So I'm super grateful for my pups. What am I thankful for? I am thankful for the business that I currently have. Some of the clients that I currently have. I had mentioned Wanda yesterday, and those are the things that keep me going and willing to do the work within the business that I currently have. But at the same time, it's those ones that the lack of control, like I don't have control what foreclosures are going to happen, what properties come in. I don't have control over any of that. So that really negatively impacts my my bottom line and my control over my business and how I do things. I don't like that, and that needs to change. And could I make it change where I have more control over the real estate side of things and start being more proactive in doing local listings and local presentations? And how much easier is that when I don't have to manage the bank properties, handle expenses? It's a different animal. But again, I'm super thankful that I've got the business that I do, and it allows me to think about some of these different things. It's what helps me move the needle forward. And my desire to continue down that path of doing traditional real estate and really learning to become a master of that as I've become a master of my niche. It's not a lot of interest there for me. I'm much more interested in the unknown, what could happen if I do X. So again, that's kind of where that is. I am thankful for. I am thankful for. And I, when I'm saying thankful, I'm excited about. So sorry, I'm just for some reason saying the word thankful when I'm excited. So I'm excited about my business and all of the opportunities it opens up for me from a standpoint of getting business and evaluating the business I currently have and what I want to do and which direction I want to go. So that is something that does excite me. And can't you just tell with my monotone voice? So I am excited about that, and I do really appreciate that. And it's something. Uh, it's something cool. Like in its own way, it's a cool thing in my life. And the problem is most people can't see it that way, and I do. So fuck them. Uh, I'm excited about getting caught up today with a lot of things. There's definitely some things that I let get behind, and I just need to grind through and pump out. Specifically, expenses and getting them submitted so I can get my fucking money from these banks. Um, there's a lot of it. There's probably $20,000-$30,000 I got to get to. Some of them are bigger things, where one's $5,000, $8,000, whatever. But I got to get to some of those things, and most of those are for my contractors. Some of them are directly to me, but there's a lot of that. So I'm excited about getting through that here today. And lastly, I am excited. Um, I'm excited about seeing what the rest of the day holds. Yesterday was a rough day. Today so far has been an okay day. I've gotten some work done. It's pushing 11:45 here, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the day plays out and how I navigate it, because I'm navigating it differently than I was navigating it before we started talking. Um, I was definitely going through in a much more pissed off mindset. So that is it's something I'm definitely excited about, and I'll give you some updates later today how it all plays out. But the universe is conspiring in my favor, and the last few days I haven't created enough space to really visualize it. And now I'm thinking of something else for you. Um, there, something came up yesterday where I realized like I may have shut my imagination down because I was having a lot of negative things happen, and that my vivid imagination was causing me to get deep into a pit. And this was like years ago, and I didn't even realize it until I started talking about some of these things, specifically because of what came up with my mom, and I was sharing it with my friend Sue, and just started connecting some things because she was even like, "You don't remember this happening?" Like Sue was like, "You don't remember like how upset you were and how like fucking like you were going into a depression over the car accident with your brother, and like how he was driving your car and all that kind of jazz." I was like, no, I don't remember it being that bad. But as we talked about it, I was like, fuck, it was that bad. And it was all in my head. So a lot of those things were never things that came true, but they were in my head. So I realized my imagination was fucking, it was like the downfall of me. So I think I shut it off. I didn't know how to use it. And now I've got it open again. So sorry, jumping out on that tangent, but that was something really important that I realized yesterday, and I didn't want to forget. Let me get into what I'm manifesting. I'm specifically manifesting money and bringing that in here because money is really what's needed, and it's really I got to really clear about it. So manifesting that extra $10,000 a month in addition to what I normally bring in is where I am. And honestly, it's got to get to that 40, 50 grand number because daddy's behind. And I fucking really like tapped into some money that's not even mine to really use, but I have it available and I used it. So I got to make up that money. But that's where I am with that. Manifesting people.